G'day everybody, Brad Williams here from Williams Occupational Therapy Driver Assessments and Rehab, and we are highlighting what we learned from the National OT Conference held in Sydney just last month. As you know, we're a driver-specific organisation, so we went to the intensive workshops at the conference all about driving. So we posted that we would update you with what we learnt from the conference, so this is it. The first session that we went to was called Revision of the Competency Standards for Occupational Therapy Driver Assessors, a National Approach. And this was done by Sally Fields. Now, what we learnt in that one was that she was looking to change the structure and align with the OT standards to really streamline and reduce duplication and make it really specific to driving, trying to get some consistency of terminology with a sound glossary for terms and standards. Also looking at the standards and behaviours and not really having them as guidelines and procedures, and it has to be relevant to all state authorities, which she said was really difficult to do. It's still in the evaluation process, and Sally's actually currently seeking feedback from driver-trained OTs. So she's got this form out at the moment, and if you were at a driver-trained OT and you would like to give some feedback in regards to the project, she's looking for that. Her contacts here, it's sally.fields@cqumail.com, or you could also get in contact with Professor Carolyn Unsworth, who's a principal researcher for this case at c.unsworth@cqu.edu.au. And I really encourage you to do that. I've been a part of the feedback for the study as well, and like I said, they're updating what was the Australian Association Occupational Therapy Victoria incorporated competency standards for OTs that are driver trained. So they're updating that, and they're currently in a revised state at the moment, the Australian Competency Standards for Occupational Therapy Driver Assessors, to be a national thing, and they're seeking feedback in regards to that at the moment. So I was involved in a lunchtime workshop where we had to fill out a information sheet in regards to how we would use the competency standards and whether the competency standards actually change the way that we practice, and we are now referring to this version in the way that we do our driving assessments and rehabilitation here at Williams OT. So I really encourage you to go and find this, and especially when it's finalised and published, to get yourself a copy if you're a driver trained OT, so you know that you're working at the competency standards. So that's it for talk number one. If you want any more information, please get in contact with Sally Fields in regards to the new competency standards for driver assessors.